Hey everyone, it's your girl Shemaine Speaks, and I'm coming to you on Soul Searching Sundays. Y'all know I like to search. I like to search deep. I like to go through self reflection. That's what I'm doing, and going through my mindset rehab. So, today I wanted to talk about and ask a question to some of you out there, whatever the situation may be. Are you really moving on? It's easy for people to say, I'm moving on from a bad situation, I'm moving on from my past, whatever it may be. But are you really moving on? Because one thing I have realized that, and I believe, and you tell me if I'm wrong, chime in and let me know. You know, I love feedback. But I don't think anyone is able to move on until they are accountable for their part that they played in their situation and their life. If you are not being accountable, accepting your part for the outcome of things in your life, then you won't move on because you're still harboring the feelings of, I didn't do this to myself. When yeah, you did. You kind of put yourself in that situation. You know, you have to be accountable. And that does not mean that you're saying everything is your fault. That's just saying, I played a part in this. I don't think it was a good decision, but I'm going to change this. So from today, I'm moving on and I'm changing my mindset and I'm working on me. Think about some of the things that can help you. There are tools that are available to help you move on from situations. You know, do you have a support system? I use self-talk all the time. I talk myself out of a lot of things and I work through a lot of situations with self-talk. So, is self-talk something that you can use to help you overcome a negative situation or move forward from your past situations and things that happened in your past and things you might be going through? Are you being accountable is really, as I was saying earlier, the real main thing. Are you accepting your part? But this is the thing: accept, embrace, and move on. Don't stay stuck. Like, and if it's a negative, this is what I had to learn too, because I had a problem with this. Um, you can't move on if you are, let's just say it's a negative situation, a relationship or whatever the case may be. You can't move on if you're still talking about how negative the relationship. If you're still, if that negative relationship is done and over, but you're still talking about it to your friends, your family, your acquaintances, and everyone, clearly you're not over it because you're still keeping it in existence. You're still keeping this negative situation around, unless you're talking about, well, I learned this, and that from it. But that's when you become accountable, embrace it, and move on. Just move on. Whatever tools you have. Do you need to go to the gym to clear your mind? Do you need to take a walk to clear your mind? Do you need to talk to your pastor? Do you need a mentor? Do you need to read more positive things? Do you need to watch more positive videos? Do you need some advice? Do you need to seek someone who's not in your situation because you want to make a change and you don't know how? So remember, you know, as I said in my other videos, you create a new you. Create a new you. Take that old negative way you're thinking and throw it away. Accept what you cannot change. Be accountable, embrace it, and move on. So remember, be accountable, embrace it, and move on. And sometimes you have to embrace things about yourself that you do not like. But no one's perfect. I got flaws. I got ways about myself people probably don't like. But that's okay, because I'm not here to please them. I'm only pleasing myself and God. And trying my best to inspire and empower other people to change their mindset, to change their life. You know, you can undo all those things that you've been through. You can be accountable, embrace, and move on. I had to do that becoming a single parent. I had to be accountable for my part I played in it, that was tough. Embrace it for what it is, move on. Change my way of thinking. Remember, as I say with everything, it does not happen overnight. But ask yourself, are you really moving on? And if you are, what steps are you taking to move on? Because if you're still talking about this having negative conversations about this particular thing that you're trying to move on from, you're not moving on. You're still keeping all that negative feelings in the air and in your conversations, and it's just always around you. Eventually, it's going to drain your energy and your mentality from it. So, remember it. It's your girl Shemaine Speaks. Remember to be accountable, embrace, and move on. search deep in your soul, and see what you need to change. Look out for my book coming out October 1st, Deeper Than I Knew He Wasn't For Me, as well as Igniting the Vision, a book that I'm featured in. I wish everyone a lovely week and look forward to seeing all you guys and all my followers, and I thank you guys.